Dear athletes, coaches, members of federations, partners, fans and friends of canoeing. As 2022 draws to a close, it's a good time to review our progress. It has been a challenging yet very rewarding year. A year full of great solidarity among our canoe family, and a year full of excellent canoeing events that provided a fantastic showcase for our sport. It was also a year in which we strategically repositioned ourselves to make sure we are in the right place to maximize success in the coming years. The conflict in Ukraine has clearly affected so many, including the Ukrainian athletes. Thanks to the solidarity of the entire canoe family, we were able to support the Ukrainian national teams to train outside their country and to participate in all major canoe competitions. Thank you all again for this great solidarity. And we as ICF acted swiftly and cancelled all competitions in Russia immediately after the war started and suspended Russian and Belarusian athletes and officials from participating in our events. This was the right decision at the time to protect our competitions. But yes, we know that this also unfortunately punishes athletes who are not responsible for the terrible policy of their country. Sport should unite, not divide. That's why we should analyze the situation carefully and together with the IOC and other international federations, look for ways to allow all athletes to compete again without lifting the sanctions against the Russian Federation. We were able to organize 34 World Cups and World Championships in 2022 in all our disciplines at a high level. Thank you again to all who have helped here. Thanks to all the committed organizers, and of course, thanks to our ICF staff. Thanks to the discipline of our teams and the proper ICF COVID policy, we were able to protect our athletes and coaches and avoid major outbreaks at our competitions. After the great success of the Tokyo Olympic Games, where athletes from 4 continents won medals, this trend has continued, not only in our Olympic, but also in our non-Olympic disciplines. We are now a truly global sport, and this is important to keep and to continue to further our strong position in the Olympic movement. At the biggest multi-sport event this year, the World Games in Birmingham, USA, we were able to present the non-Olympic sports canoe marathon and canoe polo on a global stage and impressed and inspired spectators all over the world. With a pilot project of the introduction of a continental sports director in Africa, we wanted to break new and more efficient ground in our development program. At our Congress in Thailand, we decided on additional priorities for our ICF future strategy. Sustainability, athlete safeguarding, and gender equality are important tasks that we have to face. And we saw firsthand with our slalom and kayak cross world championships in Augsburg, when the water in the river was barely sufficient to run our competitions, how climate change directly affects our sport. We have done a lot and must do even more in the future to protect our sports space. Environmental protection should and must be one of the highest priorities for all of us. That is why by signing the United Nations Climate Framework, the ICF has committed itself to reduce the carbon dioxide footprint of our federation by 2030 by half, and we want to become climate neutral by 2040. We have revised and improved our safeguarding policy to give our athletes a proper and safe environment in our competitions. More women have taken up important positions in the national federations and the ICF structure during the last year. Of course, we need to do better here, and I can only encourage women to get involved in our sport. We will improve the structures within the ICF and provide access to important positions, especially for women. And of course, we will do everything we can to further improve the sports presentation of all our disciplines. We have broken new ground here and were able to organize a new, exciting event last weekend with our first ICF virtual event, which gives us new opportunities to showcase our athletes and present our sport. And yes, Paris is already just around the corner, and 2023 will be an important year on the road to the Games. I'm sure that with our global Olympic qualifying competitions in Duisburg and London, we will lay the foundation for a successful 2024 Olympic Games. But the next year will also be a challenging yet exciting year for our federation. The ICF leadership will continue to progress the conditions and opportunities for our athletes and our 171 federations around the world. We will continue to push forward with our bold development program to become even more effective, and we will continue to foster strong relationships with other international federations. Thank you to everyone who is involved in our sport. It is good to know that we are one big canoe community working together for the further development of our sport. As a strong canoe family, we will continue to promote our sport in 2023 true to our motto, always moving forward. And now finally I wish those who celebrate Christmas a peaceful holiday time and all of us a prosperous and healthy New Year 2023.